Mark, you can make music, can't you?
Yeah, sure. What do you mean with like my hands,
Yeah,
like a
like a wash
guitar or?
washboard and like a big basin and like a string on a broom handle, like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah, I can do that.
So this YouTuber that I watch, who he's kind of become like he knows a lot about streaming and like tips and like I watch a lot, stuff about like how to improve the stream and everything. And
Mhm.
anyways, interesting guy, talented guy, obviously, musically gifted, but he's created a ton of copyright free music that he's like stream it, use it on your streams. We're
Great.
never gonna strike you or anything. But in one of his videos, he's like, the royalties that we get from Spotify for this. He's building his new house. He's starting a new channel, like with the recording studio in the basement, like his streaming setup,
Wow.
just off the royalties from streamers playing his music on stream.
Just no lyrics, just music?
Just background music.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I wish I was more in the technical like electronic music where I'm like, oh, I'll just add drums here, do this here.
Yeah.
Here's a couple notes, and then there's some music. But to do it like all together as one person, like, all right, I got to do the drums because I used to do that. I used to do my own songs like that, and I'm terrible at singing, so that's good news for me. That's wild, man.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. Hello, everybody.
We should look
Is
at
there is there anything I can get from like is anyone in need of jokes about dicks or farts
That we could loop. Yes.
yeah that we could loop and then
Yes.
looping jokes. Wow. That you play in the background on your streams. How old would that get? So fast.
there needs to be a pioneer to like take it, take
Actually,
it and run with it.
you know what we need to do is we need to start recording tracks to sleep to, where we just
Oh my God. You exactly what you. Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth.
start whatever it is. You tell us what you want us to read, and then we put it on Spotify. You just play it and let it keep playing, and it plays, and we get all those plays overnight, and everybody's happy.
So yeah, you know how
Wow.
some YouTube channels will have, some ambient soothing sounds that last like 10 hours
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
for you to sleep to. Yeah, what if it's just 10 hours of dick jokes to sleep to?
But in like very soothing tones.
Dick jokes to
ASMR.
sleep to.
Yeah.
10 hours. Do you think we could do that?
I would bet if there's anything we're built for in this world.
Yeah. I think we're coming up on our opus here.
There's our first dick joke.
Wow. I think we might have turned a corner, hit our stride.
Hit our
I'm gonna
stroke.
I'm gonna write this down as an idea. 10-hour dick jokes to sleep to.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dick joke to sleep to.
And also, if you're writing down skit ideas, can you write down just write down ASMR?
Yeah.
I feel like leave it blanket wide open. I feel like I'm not making fun of it, but it's just it's an interesting thing, genre, whatever you want to call
You
it.
should make fun of it. How about ASMR erotic novels?
There's
Go to
Is
bed
that a
with a boner?
category? Yeah. Is that a category already?
I've come across
Let's keep it dick jokes.
Maybe
It'll be
doesn't want
all
to
right.
reveal his hand too much here.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. I feel like that's a thing that I definitely know about.
Get your morning wood early with us before you go to bed.
Oh yeah, I like that. Go ahead and get out of the way.
There's no ASMR that you guys like then.
I would like for somebody to send me like a curated list of like, here's some very good examples of the different types of ASMR for me to get some snippets and learn, as I'm happy to learn about it. I'd love to experience the joy that other people get from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
Can you send like a highlight, like 2020 highlight video of ASMR?
well, it's different for every person, right? Like, I don't know. I've put on like videos of chiropractors talking to their patients or maybe adjusting their patients with the snap They do it on purpose, have like microphones nearby so you can hear the adjustment.
Yeah.
And they'll use little instruments and they'll just kind of whisper. All right, now I'm going to use this thing here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I don't know. It works for me.
See, now that's interesting because sometimes I will play a meditation on my phone at night, and it's like to help for better sleep or whatever, and I set it right next to my nightstand and I'll turn it on, and I turn it down low. So could you just turn regular stuff low?
I see.
I don't,
because no, because I'll turn it down low, and then the woman who's guiding you through this sleep meditation is like, okay, and relax your hands and your feet, and you're like, oh fuck, can you just pass out?
That works.
So, but I guess you're saying like it's got to be low, and I know we've covered this before, but can you just like, how about this podcast can be ASMR if you just don't listen to it loudly?
Well, you wouldn't be able to like.
The ASMR is up to you. It's up to you what you make ASMR.
So you're saying it's completely based on volume,
right? It's nothing.
I don't know. I don't think you can put on a Sam Kinison stand-up special and just turn the volume down.
Yeah, I don't know. I might argue that you can make anything ASMR.
It's a good debate to have. Yeah,
I want to get one of those ear mics that I see the people have.
Oh yeah, the ones that are shaped like ears.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Man, I'm missing out on stuff.
Have you ever seen the internet? You should go on there. It's wild. It's like the West.
So someone has like a microphone that's shaped like an ear?
Yeah.
So like take somebody's head and then just their ears and then a square between those, just like the piece of skull connecting the ears. That's all it is. It's just like this pill with ears on the side of it.
Yep. They have a left and a right ear, and I guess it's actually supposed to mimic how sound enters our ear, and right? Just the whole shape of it.
I'm not.
There's no fucking way that someone invented a way to be like, this tube here's how it's supposed to hear, but you can't tell that. But trust me, this is hearing exactly how you would hear.
Well, and like, if the sound's hitting the microphone, it's hitting the microphone. I don't think it's like your like the little bones in your ear, like, and then also like streamed over Twitch and listened on, like, all of the benefit from that ear mic. I feel like is going to be lost through the streaming process and compression and.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you might be right. But if the ear mics are made out of flesh and they jiggle and vibrate to sound.
It could okay, yeah. I guess it could be a different type of. I'm thinking of just like, like these kind of mics, but smaller or something. Like, say it might be a different technology.
Mark, someone needs to invent the asshole microphone, so it sounds like your ass is being talked into.
Oh,
anyway,
sounds like my ass is being talked into. Talked into what? Oh, he's trying to talk my ass into something.
Just into a timeshare. He's got to go watch this seminar shit. He gets a free round of golf, but
but if you get 5 of your friends to sign up for a timeshare,
5 of your closest asses,
5 of your closest assholes.
Hi guys,
this is hello.
Hey,
wow, what a
didn't
cold
see you
open.
there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
You
guys just want to slam into it?
Yeah.
Let's pound.
My ankles are behind my head. Come on.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to a word in there for you. Here it comes.
Okay.
Agastopia.
Oh. How do you know it's not agastopia?
I'm looking at the phonetic pronunciation.
Okay. Agastopia. I think that's just that could be a possible a Swedish man saying that an Agus has to go to the bathroom.
I'm going to go ahead and guess a percentage chance that you're right. I think cornucopia, plenty. August. I think plenty of summer.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay.
It's Augustopia.
That makes sense.
It does, yeah. I but so does yours.
Yeah.
So does yours. They're all, everybody's guesses are fantastic.
You're in midsummer, and you're like, God, I wish this summer would end. This is just Augustopia. You know,
This is too much summer.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, well, here's the definition that the internet has. I'm not saying it's the right one, but it's the one that I think everybody else is using.
Okay.
Admiration of a particular part of someone's body.
Oh,
Okay.
no way.
So that mean
Admiration?
Admiration to the visual enjoyment of the appearance of a specific physical aspect of another.
now, if is this like admiration for, like, not attracted, but for instance, I can look at a man's dick and go, "That's a nice dick."
Yeah, I mean, I think we all can.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And they're all nice. Everyone's dick is nice.
This
I don't
is
believe
weird
that.
because
Okay, well, I mean, I was trying to do a thing, but
okay. So you could argue in court you were sexually harassing someone. You could be like, no, I was Augustoping. There's a difference.
I was Agastopian that ass. And you fucking high five everybody in the courtroom.
Well, in the skit we filmed, the VR chat skit we filmed this past weekend, our cousin Trent was in there. He's like, somehow we got on the topic of assholes. I don't know how in the world that would have happened.
weird, right?
Yeah.
But and then one of his lines that he came up with was, "Well, you know, I don't know. Everyone's different. It's kind of like a whale's tail.
The fuck?
Every asshole is different." And then you guys made the comparison of, okay, wait a second. Why did you use whale's tail and not snowflake or fingerprints? Is that Agostopia?
Our admiration for assholes?
Yeah.
Probably. We'll call it that.
Okay.
It makes it sound much better than whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Noticing fine details like that? I don't know. Would that be?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be Agastopic.
Agostopic, yeah. I would think so.
If I admire a bunch of things going on, am I Agastopian?
That's
Well,
good. Well, where's the transition from Agastopian to, surely there's a word for somebody that just loves bodies and all body parts, like
Yeah, right.
That's true. Serial killers.
Buffalo Bill.
I like all body parts.
Yeah. My client
Separated.
is an Agostopian. Makes it sound better.
Agastopian. Can I seriously though, if you can say if you're, is it for art? I mean, is it for anything? Like, it can be an art, it can be an ass, it can be a back of a head.
I see. You're saying that this definition might be too broad.
I guess that's what I'm saying, is like, it's
Okay.
so broad it can pertain to anything.
Interesting. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the definite. Everywhere I see it, it's just admiration of a particular part of someone's body.
Someone's body, so it has to be someone's body. It has to be their physical body.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So like their person, like you loving somebody, being attracted to somebody's or admiring somebody's personality would not be
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a physical part,
Yeah.
like
Wow,
dong
okay.
or elbows or
Right.
So I guess could it be
Of
like,
any other
unless
part
you
of the body.
are
Mhm.
like an asexual, I think everybody is an Agostopia person, right?
I think everybody's an Agostopia. I can look at
Unless you're not attracted to any humans.
yeah.
I think you're an agastopic person.
I don't even think you have to be attracted to it as much as you can admire it. For
Just
instance,
the part.
Right.
That's a good.
Okay.
For instance, I'm in the gym, not in the last year, but if I'm in the gym, I always like, I wish my calves were like, I wish I had nice calves, and if I see some guy with nice calves, I go, son of a bitch. What is he doing?
Right. Those are good calves. I admire those calves.
Good calves. Yeah. So you don't have to be set. It doesn't have to be like all horned up.
Yeah.
But it also is.
It can be, I think.
So it's very broad. You're right. I think it is very broad. Yeah.
I think, whether it gets you hard or not, it can be. If I can use I feel like a doctor. Why would I feel like a doctor?
I don't know.
Doctor would ever say, if it gets you hard or not. That's a doctor when you know it's like, okay, this is my copay is $5, and I'd have no insurance.
Right.
Just a doctor in an alley. I don't know. Gets you hard or not? He's smoking.
Oh boy.
Anyway, fun word. I think I'll memorize that one. I think I got that one in the bank, in the spank bank. I admire
it. Okay. Spank bank. Really? So when you're about to finish, you think of words?
Well, yeah. No, I'll think of something I admire.
Okay. All right.
Men's calves.
Oh boy.
Why are the calves so hard to make big?
I believe that has to do with a lot of genetics. I mean,
Okay.
it is hard to get calves. I think that is the most stubborn body part for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm not a gym person, but even I know that the calves are a hard thing to embiggen.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, I think because we walk all the time, so it's probably like.
And I believe your Achilles tendon takes the brunt of a lot of that.
Okay. Well, you guys ready for science?
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Pour so much science on me right now.
Yeah.
All right. Open it up. Here it comes. Ready?
I got my eyes closed and my mind open.
All right. There's an article that came out just a few days ago. And this is what the science talkers are saying. The title of this article is "The Earth has been spinning faster lately."
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Isn't that weird? So, okay, like for, so long, humans have measured the time, the passing of a day,
24
right?
hours,
We
right?
divided it into 24 hours, and then we created minutes, we created seconds. So it seems like we have been able to measure a day down to the second, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been that way. But several decades ago, some science heads came out with the atomic clock.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You seen these things?
I've heard about it also.
From decades ago? Okay. Right. So yeah, what they can do is they can measure precisely down into milliseconds. All right. So
when a day starts?
Yeah, they can precisely divide and measure a day down to the millisecond, right?
Okay.
So, questions so far.
Dude, I got so many. So
go ahead. Yeah.
How does a science man know like it's midnight fucking now? Like bam, it's midnight. Because it's still dark out. They're looking up, they're like, I don't know. Nothing's really different than 11:59 to 12:01. So they got two scientists standing outside. You're like, what do you think now?
It's a great question. I mean, I assume they probably over time looked at certain stars at a certain time of year and said, okay, there it is now, coming over the. Well, I don't know.
I think the atomic clock has something to do with shooting a laser off the moon, or it's like I feel like it has something to do with measuring the moon, or like I guess our orientation to, or like rotation.
So it's
also, as a science man, how are you like, all right, now it's 6 a.m. because the sun is just a little up. Like they're looking at the horizon and they're like, see how uppity he is? It's it's very small, but that's 6 a.m. there.
Well, I guess they had sundials and stuff. So I guess that might have helped. But
no daughter dials.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know how they got down to the second way back when, but yeah, Jeff, I don't know exactly how the atomic clock works. I know that they measure the vibration of atoms. That's how precise it is. That's why it's called atomic. I think it's cesium atom vibration. But
why? Like, how are you guys on the same podcast with me?
So,
you guys might actually get somewhere if you lose me. Like, you guys might actually have some notable stuff.
Well, the point is that you just have to know they exist, right?
I appreciate your charity. Yeah. Sorry, go.
That's fine. So what these science talkers have noticed is that the days aren't exactly to the millisecond the same all the time. In the past, the Earth has rotated a little slower for some reason. And they figure, okay, it's probably due to the moon's position, or even things like weather and stuff could have an effect on some things. So what they've done is the science talkers occasionally in the past have added a leap second, meaning occasionally over time you would add a second onto the year, right? Mm-hmm. So one year might be a second longer, kind of like a leap year, but it's like a leap second. Now, this article is saying that lately the Earth has been spinning faster, which is kind of weird. They don't know exactly why. They said, again, it could be moon. It could be, the highest mountain peaks, ice caps melting. Who knows? But I like to think of it as like, how you're in a, how like when you're in an office chair and you're spinning around.
Do I ever?
And if your feet are out, you kind of spin slower, but if you tuck your feet in, you spin faster.
Yeah.
Or like yeah. Sorry.
So what was it? Okay, so July 19th this past year, they measured the shortest day ever. 1.4 milliseconds shorter than the standard day. Now that's pretty much nothing, right?
To you.
You can do a lot of things with that time.
Yeah. Right, but the fact that happened is kind of weird. So what these science talkers are proposing is, they're saying eventually we're going to have to work in a negative leap second. So we're going to have to make...
They're taking my time away from me? That's my time. They've given it. They can't have it back.
Yeah, at some point we're going to have to make a year shorter. Now that's not really a big deal to a normal person, but computer scientists are kind of angry about it.
Oh, wait, are you saying this is like a science fight we're getting here? Like the time guys versus the computer guys?
Yeah. They don't want to have to deal with programming that shit.
Wow, okay.
Kind of like a Y2K thing. Yeah.
Well, tell them tough tits.
They're like, no way. Look, they're like, eventually, is it cool if everybody just is okay with it getting dark at 4:29 p.m. instead of 4:30? Can we just deal with that for a few thousand more years and be cool with it?
Yeah, they're going to make them program that? I mean, that is wild.
Not yet, I don't think, but there's science talking about it, And they figure eventually our phones and stuff will run off of atomic time instead of our standard, however many seconds there are in a day time.
So. This is a new section called "Is It Worth It?"
Yes, you're right. I think you're exactly right. I don't think it's worth it right now. I think they can revisit this in 1,000 years or so.
Yeah,
but to know that the Earth had its shortest days, it's kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah, and you're right. If that were me, I'd be like, yeah, let's let's give it 1,000 years and then we'll see how we think.
Yeah.
Push it on someone else's desk.
Right. Yes.
There should be like like a technology time and then like an Earth world time. Earth world time based on the sun, the planet's rotation, everything. And then technology time, we set up like basically like metronomes around like there's just one time around the entire world that everybody, all the technology that just never changes. It just rides out, this 10,000. You set it for 10,000 years because we're never going to have to deal with that. And just let everything, all the machines and everything that need time so badly, let them all run to that. Let the Earth do whatever the fuck it wants to, and let the all those like daylight, daytime, that shit can go wild.
Okay. Yeah.
So can you do that?
You want me to do it?
Yeah. Like, tell us. Yeah, like you're the one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'll make a note.
Thank you.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Tea time.
Anyway,
Wow.
Yeah, that's science time. Yep.
But I don't think any of that's right because hear me out. You said that the Earth's spinning faster, yes?
Yeah.
But Mark says that it's harder to jump. I would think a faster spinning Earth, easier to jump. You're being flung off more.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe a tiny bit.
I disagree. I think if it's spinning quickly, it's harder to jump off because thus causing more gravity when it's spinning faster. So that means it's harder to jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're getting mushed down because it's so fast.
We're going to need like an official scientist to come on and answer.
Also, when is that second or that millisecond? Is that while I'm working? Do I have to like now look at the clock?
Oh God.
An extra.
So, but that, years later, that could reverse. The Earth might spin slower again. So it could just balance itself out,
Think about this. We have talked about this, and it is interesting. But you got to think about this. There's meetings about this shit. They've been talking about this for probably a couple months now. Going back, some guy has gone home at work and he's got the weekend and his kids are playing and they're like, "Hey Dad, will you come play with us?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll be there in a minute, sweetie." And he's looking down and he's like, "A second more. It's a second more." Like, he's got to fucking think about it. And it's just like, it's taking over his life, whether to decide how do we do this? Do we have a second more or do we not? And it's like, if these nerds could just take their efforts elsewhere and focus that energy into something, I don't know, something to get pussy with.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
Don't encourage him. Don't.
No.
Don't.
I was. Yeah. So I could imagine.
A cheap laugh. What I'm saying is like, if they were to just honestly just go and be like, "Oh, let's come out with an alarm clock that also blows you." Dude, my mind, I am a child. I need this to stop. Can we just stop this right now and like let me gather my
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So you're thinking that these scientists
mailbox that
I know.
They can think of cool stuff. That's what I'm saying. They can think of like, all right, well, how about a fan that also tells you what time it is, while it's blowing. I mean, why ain't come up with that instead of?
I get it. I totally understand. If these scientists are so smart, you're right. Yeah, why doesn't one of them say, "Oh, this watch helps me get pussy easier," or whatever? I know, but I can also see what you're saying earlier. If there was a boardroom there is a boardroom and a bunch of scientists are at a table talking about whether or not to add a time second years from now. I can imagine another room down the hall. A scientist overhears this conversation. They open the door and you guys know we're working on COVID over there, right?
Right.
So, maybe, I don't know, wrap it up a little bit and just help us out. Thanks. Closing the door.
Yeah. You guys can worry about time. There might not be time. We might have run out of time.
There's somebody who's like fielding emails on the weekend about like a millisecond.
Yeah.
Get it together, science. Pick your battles. More blowing, less milliseconds.
That's our advice to them. Yeah, okay. It's good advice, I guess. Yeah.
And now it's time for our segment called Get It Together, Science.
Ah, okay.
Actually, that does remind me, if we can, I think this is a good place to take a break for an ad. We've got an ad this week. Do you have a torso and also arms and a head? Get a t-shirt. Put a t-shirt on that middle part and wear it. So
you're just advertising the idea of t-shirts?
The idea of t-shirts. T-shirts brought to you by Brett.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's right.
So
didn't know.
Yep. That's our sponsor for this week.
I do. I wear t-shirts all the time. So,
and you look great in them.
Thanks. They're comfy. They cover up all my problem spots. I love t-shirts.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. An endorsement.
You really can't go anywhere without it.
Wow. Thanks for saying that. That is.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll check back. We'll check the anals later. The analytics, as I call them, the anals. And a month from now, and see if shirt sales in general have gone up at all.
I can almost guarantee they will. That's fantastic science news. Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff, huh? And it's so not important that I am sorry for bringing it up.
It matters to everybody. This is for everyone here. So thank you for sharing that and enlightening us all.
Guys, I got a thing. If you guys want to listen to it, voicemail. Well, no, not a voicemail. A reader.
Okay.
I'm supposed to read something.
Okay.
Yes, story time. Good. Everybody, put on your ASMR goggles.
Yep.
Read it. So
put your. This is a couple things. So let's edit this the way it needs to be.
Sure.
Okay.
He said this is where he wants to ask a couple questions. I have 2 mind fucks for you.
Okay.
The birthday paradox. It states that with 23 people, this is our good from Padden Swinstad. I think I got that right.
Hey, great.
Yeah, thanks, Padden. Here we go. The birthday paradox. It states that with 23 people in a room together, there is a 50-50 chance at least 2 people sharing the same birthday. It sounds completely insane, and yet it holds up. And in parentheses, it will hurt your brain.
Yeah, I have heard of that.
That doesn't make sense, though. I mean, I'm no mathematic, but I gotta call bullshit of some sorts.
Can't they just go outside?
It's real, I think.
What's bullshit's number? I'm gonna give him a call.
Yeah, you could probably look up a calendar that says what are the most common birthdays and that kind of thing. I don't know. For some reason, people don't fuck on certain days. I don't know. I'm not sure how that happens, but you know, like, you remember in the before times, before COVID, you would go out to restaurants and stuff. And what would happen while you were dining in? There would be a birthday song at least twice that night, you know?
Wow. That's a great point.
That's kind of skewed a little bit because usually people go out to celebrate something. So, but if you had 23 people just in a room for no reason, apparently this still holds true. I don't know, based on common birthday days.
But also that is a good point of like not fucking on certain days, because for instance, let's just take an easy one, Valentine's Day.
Right. Okay.
A lot of people be fucking on Valentine's Day.
Sure. So 9 months later, you have a common birthday. Yeah.
Right. So but that also means that if that's coming up and you know that, and you're trying to set the mood and you got to do things, or you got to plan a date night around a schedule or whatever it is, you ain't fucking on the 13th and you ain't fucking on the 15th.
Oh, okay. Good point. So,
because 15th, you already fucked. You're good, right?
Okay, yeah.
On the 13th, you're like, nope, I'm saving my game time, you know?
Right,
okay. Maybe you don't fuck on the 12th, you know? Maybe you're like, I want it to be sensual, special. You want to, really do it up, because if you give the same dick on the 12th and the 13th, then you get to the 14th, you're going to be like, I already had this dick twice. Okay. I don't know why it's a New York man being like, I already had this dick.
Well, yeah, but I think you're onto something here.
Right. Because you're trying to make it a special day. So, same thing with, maybe hypothetically, let's say it's my birthday, right?
Okay.
Okay, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
Go
let's
ahead.
say it's my birthday. Like maybe my birthday is a special thing that, like, the wife's like, oh, I think I'm gonna make it special. We'll do a little thing,
right?
And we end up having a kid on that day. So it's not on. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Ooh, wait, it kind of does, because if then two people have my birthday and they have, right? If you got 50 people who have my birthday, everyone's having sex on my birthday. Then they have kids.
You're right. Yep.
Then it doubles and it multiplies. And then all those kids get born on that same day. Then they all fuck. I mean, like,
I get what you're saying, and I think you're right. Yeah. There are days where some people are conceived more common than others.
No one's fucking on Christmas, right? You're all too tired. You're worn out. But been around everybody.
Okay. All right.
Even I can't tell if Steven is just yes-anding you or if he's...
No, yeah, I truly believe he's right. Yeah. Let's say the most common birthday because of Valentine's Day is this day, and then years and years later when you get married, oh, it's your birthday. Okay. I don't know. You want to... Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo. Everyone's going to go out for Cinco de Mayo. They're not going out for the 4th. Maybe you hook up or with a random girl on the 5th. You have a baby 9 months later, because it's a party day, right? If there's a big holiday party day, people be fucking.
What about the 4th? What, anything on the 4th?
4th of July? I mean,
no. Cinco de 4th.
Cinco the 4th.
No. I think everyone's saving up for that.
Okay.
When
saving up for the 5th.
6 de Mayo. Anything on the 6 de Mayo? That's
you're hungover.
You're hungover.
I ain't trying to fuck hungover.
Okay.
I got an ice pack on my head, and I'm in bed half the day. So.
Great question, though.
Fantastic.
I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
I think we
hope
figured
that
out
answers your question.
I think we did. I think we figured it out. Yeah.
The other part, Jeff is agreeing with me. Good. For those of you who are not seeing the video, Jeff, do you have a rebuttal, please?
I don't. I feel like, what's that joke where like the person asks, like, is it this? No. Like I feel like I'm missing out on something between the two of you. So
okay,
I'll just agree to it. Yes, this, sure.
Okay,
perfect. All right, nice. Everyone's in agreement.
Look at. I'd like to point out what Donnie Dave just put in the comments there. What's the most common birthday? You see that day there? He wrote September 9th. Do we know anyone in our family with a September 9th birthday?
Yeah, we
fucking
do.
There we go. Okay.
A lot of New Year's. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people fuck on New Year's.
Sure. Right. Thanksgiving, they probably don't, right?
Too full. Turkey. Tryptophan.
Too full.
No
too full. Too tired.
I had pie. I'm bloated.
Somebody brought up politics.
Am I gonna
You're
get
pissed
back?
off?
So yeah, that makes sense. No one's fucking on Thanksgiving.
But then why? So if that's the most common birthday, then it would stand to reason that the most common conception day is New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
So would that mean that the average gestation period is 9 months and 9 days?
Boy, oh boy, that's a great observation there. Yeah,
I think not. Well, I think we need to get these sciences down to the millisecond on the birthday thing.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Remember, milliseconds, everybody.
Because the 9 month, I think 9 months is like, I think it's 9 months and a week. I am pretty sure, but they just say 9 months.
I just think we figured that out. Yeah,
good for us.
I heard about that. Well, we're over here solving science.
We are.
Got any other brain busters for us?
We do. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. There's one more bit. Is he states the ship of Theseus. It states that if you replace an entire ship over the course of its lifetime, in parentheses every single piece, and you were to take all those pieces and put them all together into a boat, does that mean they are the same?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I understand.
It just depends on where the VIN number is. Like if that's still on the original one or the one that you moved it to. I mean, if whatever you can get a title for is the original boat.
Right. Where's your... Yeah, what's the registration number?
What's the insurance on? Like crash both those boats, which one do you claim? That's how you know.
Point. I think we solved it.
Yep.
What else is going on?
Wow.
No, but
quick.
Like it immediately made me think like if I made a full-size doll of me just out of scabs, like is that Jeff? Is that
Oh God. Oh jeez.
This is what you balk at.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're right, because let's say you had a car or a ship and you had to replace this part and this part and this part. Over time, you eventually have a car with all old parts. Well, if you want to take that car out on the street, I guess you got to register it somehow.
Right?
Maybe it is the VIN number piece.
I don't know. I'm not a boat owner.
What
if it was a building?
Whew.
I'm confused. So you're saying take out all the pieces of this boat and put it into a new boat?
I think it's if you're replacing pieces of a boat over time you've just got a pile of old parts to boats. So eventually, if you replace every single piece, you could
that ain't your boat anymore.
No, you're replacing. So you remove and then put in a new in its place.
But Mark also has a good point. It's not your boat anymore if you replace that final piece, right?
Yeah, that's not what
what piece is your boat? The steering wheel?
I mean, it's replaced. Everything's new. I guess it's where is like the soul or the essence of that item? Like what is it that makes that item yours? Because if it's not yours, it doesn't matter.
I think maybe the glove compartment where you keep the title to the...
That's probably the glove compartment is where the boat's soul is.
Okay. Wow. That is wild. Okay. Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I love these. Please more of these, everybody.
They're good.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. Jeff, do you have any voicemails by chance?
I do. And I would like...
Unless you got something, it looks like you're about to dive into something. And if you want to call in and leave a voicemail, call 513-486-5637. 4968. Leave a voicemail, and it can be whatever you want.
Oh,
it
man.
It can be a question. It can be advice.
But I'm overseas. How would I be able to call in?
You're overseas? Well,
we saw you today.
You can just leave a message on our Instagram, and you can do a voice thing there.
Okay.
Or you can type it out, and I'll read it. Nothing's stopping you.
Okay.
Technology. Just make sure it is on time. Don't be a millisecond late or early.
Hey, this is Zach again with one more question. With you guys saying and catching yourself on it and getting so angry, is there any other little quirks or saying that someone has brought to your attention that you catch yourself saying or doing a lot that also gets you angry besides the word Because a friend brought to my attention that I say a lot when we're doing our video chats with our group, and I've been catching myself saying it and getting so angry. Let me know if there's any little quirks that you guys have or noticed that you say a lot. Thanks again. Bye.
Wow, Zach. Thanks.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
It's a great question.
His previous question, sounds like
again. Fuck me. God damn.
Oh no, we're
sorry,
in a loop.
Dad.
What I was gonna say is immediately when you said that, I thought, okay, when I'm editing our YouTube videos, I noticed that I hate when I catch my own voice saying I'll say something and then I'll go right after. And I hate that.
Oh man, so many people are gonna catch you on that now.
I hate when I do that. And when I also say so fuck me twice. You guys go. God, I hate this.
I'll say right before he even said it, I was like, I say I know, or I say you know. So I say the same exact thing.
You say you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if back when stand up used to be a thing, I said that a lot on stage when I didn't know what to do with I didn't know what I was talking about, meaning I'll try to talk something out on stage and have a new idea and you don't really know where it's going to go. You kind of have an idea, but it's not scripted or anything, and you're just that's how you know a punchline is very bad, because you say the thing that you think is funny and then I go, know?
I see. Okay.
Right, guys?
Confirmation, please.
Yeah. I'll say and then also I'll do that. I'll smack my lips. I also have seen recently in not recently, but in videos and stuff, or audio wise, if I listen back to old stuff, I can hear me mouth breathe in a fucking microphone, which is horrific. It's actually, you can on the track that I did with the helium, you can hear me breathe in on a microphone, and it is so cringing.
Well, it's funny you say that, but I think it's on Dax Shepard's podcast. I think it was that they cut out all of the breaths in or something like that, and it sounds so alien and weird.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, I can understand your concern with it, but also know that it's maybe not as big a deal as you think it is, and having it not there just sounds weirder than it being there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think it was Dax's podcast. But yeah, all of our little vocal tics and stuff. There's some things that just looking at the waveforms from editing our podcast, I feel like I can pick us out. Sorry, go on.
No, that's it.
I would say for me, it's what I don't say. It's my pauses. It's the absence of words that drives me up the fucking wall when I'm editing. That's the other thing, is the F word. I'm gonna circle back to that though.
Okay.
when I'm editing it, like as I'm speaking, it doesn't seem that long. I don't know how you guys put up with it.
I see. Okay.
Like as I'm editing, I'm like looking at my watch, like, okay, say you started to talk and then you stopped. Continue talking now, please. It is.
Is that also? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your wife has brought that up to you.
Yes.
Before?
Yeah, we talked about this on an early podcast. Yep.
Right. Were you aware of that before, and have the fact that you listen back and edit out some stuff on our podcast from our live stream, have you noticed that more?
I think I'm more aware of it in like my off mic talking, but I also don't think that there's anything I can do to stop it.
Okay.
I even though, and this is I think it's my best guess is it's a byproduct of ADHD and my brain going on like working its way down tangents in the middle of a conversation. It's not just like a full stop on the brain thinking. It's like thinking out several paths of conversation.
Oh, you're overthinking.
And then I'm overthinking and then picking back up and picking one and then going.
Okay.
I think it is because you and I haven't noticed it. I mean, obviously I think you notice it more than anybody, but if I were to put a reason behind it, I would say I'm almost the complete opposite, where I'll just say something immediately. And there's almost zero. I don't know if you can tell, but there's almost zero thought.
Well, this is
what I was saying.
This is so interesting because Jeff's saying he overthinks, you saying you underthink, but yet you're both great improv partners that you've proven over and over again with videos. How does that work? I think they help each other. Maybe it's complementary or something.
Our atomic clocks are syncopation.
Balanced.
He's on the upbeat when I'm on the downbeat. So
you got a yin yang, yeah. Wow.
And now if we get a millisecond off, this whole fucking thing just comes crumbling down. That reminds me, the F word. I wish it's funny. I love it, but it's become, and like I don't want to not say it because like, oh, I don't want to be offensive or anything. It's just like there's so many other things to say, so many other words, and that one is kind of could turn some people off. Like I wish that wasn't like a go-to word that was just always right in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I say that a lot. It's weird. I don't know why. It is so weird because like when doing stand up, like I do not curse a lot at all. But in my everyday life, I'm a fucking disaster. I mean, I've really had to check myself around especially having kids now. You gotta say fuddy duddy and things like that. Jeez, it's so funny. My oldest daughter, she'll be 3 in 2 months, and
holy crap!
And I hit my foot today on one of the toys, one of the 1,000 toys that are laying around, and she was near me, and it hurt really bad, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh yeah, right there. Like I swear to God, 20 minutes later, she comes in and she goes, Dad, I hurt my foot. I was like, oh really? Are you okay? And she goes, oh yeah, right there. Like I was like, she said the exact same thing.
Oh jeez.
Hilarious.
That and then
but yeah, it's so funny what you teach him because like she started to say the word stupid, and we said that's not a nice word. I'm over here being like fucking balls.
And great question. I feel like I feel like there's more. I have a loved one, somebody in my life that would say, "Do you know what I mean?" a lot. After their sentences, and I know it was rhetorical, like they didn't actually care, or we're not actually trying to find out if I knew what they meant. But every time they said it, I was like, yes, I know what the fuck you're talking about. Like you don't Have to say it after every sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was there's a friend that had I pointed this out to my wife, and it didn't matter what he would say, but at the end of what he would say, it'd be like, it's like, and then that would be it. And you're like waiting for the next thing. And we were at a function, if you will, or a get together. And we were driving back, and I was like, have you noticed that? She's like, no, I haven't. And I'm like, you fucking haven't noticed that? Like, I pointed it out. So I pointed out again when we were going to hang out with these people again. I am not joking at all. He started skipping. He started skipping. He was like, at one point at dinner, and it was obviously me and Dana were dying. I'm not exaggerating. He at one point like he made everyone laugh. He goes, it's like. And I'm like, I lost my shit, and she is dying. We look at one of those inside moments. You look at each other, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking lose it, and they know exactly why I'm losing it right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has their own little ticks that they do. I don't know. It's weird.
Comfort words,
Like
it's easy stuff that you can go back to. It's always right there in your brain, right in the holster.
And I think it's like also you're uncomfortable with silence a little bit, where it's like a filler of some sort of like you end your statement and no one says anything for like a second. You go, right? It's egging them on to I'm done. What do you think? Now the ball's in your court.
Oh, right. Yeah. I guess that'd be weird if someone said period after every sentence.
Yeah. I'm done.
Please acknowledge what I've said.
Yeah.
Huh.
Zach, great question.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Zach.
And Zach's previous question, it kind of didn't make sense because he said the beginning of this message this is a second question, I think. His previous question was he had the question about the podcast, and he had the MCU fan page that he was going to make a podcast
yes. That's right. Yeah.
So we had already gotten to that one.
That's right. Okay.
Well, guys, I believe that is us.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, it is.
Good stuff. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We appreciate it. And we also appreciate this big sponsorship from T-Shirt. Some of them are white, some of them are gray. There's black T-shirts also. T-shirts of every color. Put one on and wear it on your body.
Wow, so you're doubling down on this sponsor, huh?
T-shirts by Brett. Yes. Yeah, I'm.
Wow. Okay.